Hello everyone, my name is Irfan Shazad from Tech El Majo. So in the last session, we installed IBM App Connect Enterprise v13 on the Linux environment. Today we are going to create the integration server, which is needed in order to do the deployment. So whatever development we are going to do within IBM App Connect Enterprise Toolkit. Uh, we are going to create the bar file, which is the archive file for the projects which we create, and then we can deploy that bar file within IBM App Connect Enterprise runtime. So today we are going to create that. So let's get started. So first thing we need to do is we need to make our environment ready for the commands. So in order to do that, we are going to source this. Um, so let's check whether because I create work. So now you can see that it's able to recognize the commands. So we need to create a work directory. So this is something you can create it according to your convenience. I prefer to do it this way. Created for us. Uh, so we'll look at this configuration file in a moment, along with the different uh, artifacts that have been created by this command for us. Next, we are going to start the integration server with this command, integration server command, right? And we are going to specify the same directory which we created earlier. So this will read the configuration file which has been created. So let's look at what has been created for us. So uh, uh, the MQSI create what directory has created these bunch of folders for us, along with this server.conf.yaml file. So this is mainly your configuration file, which allows you to modify certain characteristics. For example, what port you want to expose for your services, for HTTP listener, for administrative purposes, and all other different configurations which you want to perform. This can be easily done through this server.conf YAML file. So during the course, we'll look at all these different configurations. So run directory is where your actual deployment is going to take place. So whenever you are going to deploy the bar file, uh, the artifacts get extracted here, and this is where IBM App Connect Enterprise runtime um, uh, reads those artifacts, initializes and read those artifacts. Override directory, this is mainly used in order to override certain configuration which you have already defined. So it is a good practice to provide uh, for example, if you want to override certain configuration, for example, you want to expose your service on a different port, so rather than modifying the existing server.conf YAML file, it's a best practice to provide it a separate file within the override, only specifying the properties which you want to override in this server.conf.yaml file. Log files will contain the logs uh, for the server which you're running. uh, Similarly, there are other folders as well. So let's check whether so now our uh, administ our runtime has been started, and it's listing on port 7600, and currently it's also giving us the warning that the security is inactive. So later on we will going to um, enable that. So now we are going to uh, add that integration server. So it's on localhost. The port is 7600, and use HTTPS. So let's so we can trust the certificate. Uh, you can see that that DApp server has now been added in our toolkit. So next, so in the next video, what we are going to do is we are going to create a service, and then we will deploy that service onto the integration server which we have just created and added into the toolkit. So I hope you find this uh, uh, training useful. So do let me know in case you have any questions. Have a nice day.